Hey guys! So I know it's been a minute, but I knew the best way to start my vlogs off this year was with this little trip to Cancun with my pumpkin butt. It was a dream, honestly, and I don't even know if these videos will do it justice, but I'm gonna try my best to explain everything that we did and how this trip affected me long term and just talk to you guys. Because I missed you and I missed vlogging, and maybe you missed me, I don't know. So let's get into this because I want you for the next few minutes to feel like you were in Cancun with me. So after this beautiful plane ride, we got picked up by a driver. He was really nice and they gave us some candies and some waters and some beers if we liked, but we're tequila drinkers, so right when we got there, they made us 2 margaritas, gave us some fresh fruit, and they took us on this cute little boat around the lagoon to our wellness suite. And this part was just so beautiful. I mean, I was just content right here. It was so peaceful and so zen.
So the room that we had got was a wellness suite, which came with our own butler that pretty much took care of us for the entire week and helped us schedule things like at the spa or reservations. He'd bring us fresh juices in the morning, fresh fruit, and he was explaining to us how our room was made to really use our mind, body, and soul. And immediately I just felt this sense of peace and calmness because I was like, wow, I cannot believe that this is all for us. We had our own coffee bar, fresh fruit, nuts, honey. So it was 2 stories. So the downstairs was more like the kitchen, living area, and upstairs was our bedroom and bathroom and another outside area for us. So our room was absolutely amazing. Outside, we had this whole other area that I was obsessed with. So I actually showered outside more than I did inside. And I know that sounds gross, but I just felt so clean and it was so good. I mean, the room was enough. The rest of the trip just gets better. So I really made myself comfortable pretty quick, and we got ready and went to dinner, and I wore this cute little red dress, and yeah, it was a great night. So the mornings were just my absolute favorite part of this whole trip. Every morning I would wake up and come downstairs, make coffees, and then grab our freshly pressed juices. Mine had cucumber, mint, lime, ginger. His was a beet, berry, orange one. They were so good, and you could just tell they were actually fresh. And then I would go sit out here on this beautiful, comfy couch and look out into the nature and just journal. Journaling is really important to me. I've always journaled a lot, and I've talked about journaling in the past before, but this trip took it to a new level. I journaled every day. I didn't miss a day. Sometimes I would go out there by myself. Sometimes he would join me and read his book while I journaled. It was just great. To listen to the sounds of the wind, the water, the trees, the bugs. I wish that I could pick up this little area and have it with me every single morning. Sometimes I would journal and I would do the 5 senses technique. If you don't know what that is, it's whenever you stop, you first notice one thing that you see, one thing that you smell, one thing that you feel, one thing that you taste, and one thing that you hear. And it helps ground you and helps you feel calm. And I journaled about it and wrote it down, and I would write down multiple things and drink my coffee and drink my juice and look around, and it really just set me up for a beautiful day. Another great thing I loved about this resort is you had to bike everywhere on the resort. So we each got our own bikes and would ride around the resort to the gym, to breakfast, to the beach. Sometimes that would be our workout, and it just felt like an extra exercise or a little boost in the morning to get you going, which I loved. The resort was really cute too. Most of the time we would start off by working out and going to breakfast, So the first day, we sat by the pool after we got breakfast. Our days pretty much looked like riding around and exploring the resort and then going to the beach. And we would just kind of lay out and read our books, get some drinks, get some food. It was so nice to do this because we've just been so nonstop lately and traveling on the weekends and moving and packing and unpacking houses is just so much, and being able to sit back and relax was so nice. And I haven't been vlogging as much because it's just so hard whenever you're not really alone anymore. I'm not just in my studio apartment. You know, my life has changed so much in this past year, and all I've been wanting these past few months are like silence whenever I'm not on the go or doing something. So the last thing I wanted to do was pull out a camera and record what I'm doing when I am doing something fun. And I wanted this vlog to be peaceful and kind of just show that I've just realized that I rather make videos that are me talking about my experiences and what I've learned rather than just kind of showing me doing my makeup all the time or thrifting or something kind of silly. I rather start doing podcasts or making vlogs showing experiences. So that's kind of where I've been at in life lately. And this trip really helped me secure that in my mind and really remind me that that's actually what I want to do. So anyways, but I was really excited because we were going to get a couple massages. I've heard about at this resort is how amazing the spa was. They gave us aloe shots right when we got there, which I love aloe shots. I mean, I got a facial and he got a massage, and look how good my skin looked after this facial. I ended up not wearing makeup for the rest of the week. This is when I got home. We got ready. We were going to dinner this night. My boyfriend was making fun of me because I was wearing those little black flip-flops everywhere, and I packed like 5 different heels with me, and I ended up just wearing flip-flops or sandals everywhere because, I don't know, I just didn't care. So we were off and we went to this bar at the resort, and it was amazing. Here we are. All right, next day. And here is me showering outside. I'm telling you, it's something I'll never forget. This day, though, was so much fun. We decided to go kayaking before we went to the beach. So we got picked up by our cute little man driver, and he took us over to the kayaking center. That's something I really liked about this resort specifically, was how personal every experience was. So like no other couple was ever doing an activity with us. It was only ever me and my boyfriend and the instructor. The view of us kayaking was just unreal. I mean, the sun was beating on us. We saw a bunch of different types of birds and different animals. So we came home and hung out in the plunge pool for a little bit and just listened to music. We thought that this was originally going to be like a cold plunge pool, but this actually was like pretty much like a little jacuzzi. Later on in the night, we were going to dinner again. I wore this cute little red dress. This night we decided to do dinner at the beach, and the food was all right, but the view was great, and it was very romantic, but it was a fun night. So again, just my solid morning routine. After I would make us coffees, I would go out and journal like I've already told you 10 times. And after I would journal, I would do yoga on the yoga mat. And I've been doing yoga recently, so I could do a good 10-15 minute yoga flow on my own that I just like know my body likes. And it really does make a difference. It just helps you wake up in the morning and get your body moving and flowing. You just feel good. And I still like to exercise. This is just like something to kind of, instead of just sitting down and stretching, I just kind of feels more like a flow. Some of our workouts we would go do on the beach, or we would go in the fitness center, or we would just ride around. But when we would go on the beach, we would do sprints. I haven't done sprints in almost a year, so it was tough, but it felt good. And then we would go do a little ab circuit in the grass while people just kind of stared at us. Oh, another really big thing that happened on this trip is I started eating meat again. So I haven't eaten meat in, oh my gosh, so many years, but we did food sensitivity tests and we got our results back actually the first day we were in Cancun. So we had to do a little like 20-minute Zoom call. I found out that I am sensitive to some plant-based proteins and eggs, and I'm almost celiac, like I'm borderline celiac, and dairy and beta casein. So my new lifestyle of eating is dairy free, gluten free, and that's it. I now eat chicken and turkey and salmon, all of that. I haven't got myself to eat any beef or steak yet. You know, it's a work in progress, and I'm all about making myself feel better. So another fun activity we did was archery. We did a private lesson with this instructor. His name was Mike. He was amazing. He was really patient with the both of us, and he taught us, you know, like the fundamentals of archery. And he said that he could have explained so much more, but it was tough. I mean, I missed a few times, but the best I did was get it on the red, and I actually got a video of it as well too, which I'm really excited about. We did this for a little over an hour, and it was one of our favorite activities we did that week. We got really lucky though, because the day we did archery, it was pretty nice out, and then like the last 10 minutes of our lesson, it started raining. We wanted to still embrace the outside even if it was raining. Like, look how beautiful this is still. So we sat outside and read for a few hours. I will say the only downfall of it raining was it did mess up my morning routine a little, just because I couldn't go outside and obviously journal. My journal would get wet and my pen would smear. So I would sit in this little egg chair, and I still just felt like I was outside because it was really close to the window, and obviously all those trees are right there. So I would do the same thing, drink my coffee and juice and sit there and journal and listen to the rain. So it rained a second day as well on our trip. So this day we did an escape together journey. A boat actually came and picked us up from our suite and took us on a tour of the entire resort. After we went to the spa, and it was a 3-hour therapy session. We each had our own therapist, and we created an oil that represented our love for each other, and they used that specific oil during our massage, and it was a full body massage. And then one night we went to a restaurant. It was Thai food, which we both have never really had real Thai food before. But it was so good. I don't even really remember the names of everything, to be honest. It was amazing. Every night when they would clean our room, they would always leave us these cute little figures on our bed, and they were supposed to be watching over us and protecting us. His favorite one was that cute little wolf, I think it is, that purple one. The last morning, I really, really wanted to soak in, you know, everything of the resort, and this outside just was the part that gave me my sense of gratitude every morning, and I think it set me up for the day.
The last night was amazing. We went and got dinner, and then we actually ended up at someone's wedding. We met them during the trip, and they were so cool, and we were like, why not just end off the trip with a wedding? And maybe the next wedding we go to, there will be ours. I don't know. Anyways,
the trip was amazing. We took full advantage of everything we could while we were there, and it just reminded us, you know, to take a step back and be grateful, to just be able to relax and have peace. And I asked my boyfriend when he got there what's one thing he wants to get out of this vacation, and he told me to just relax. And that's what we did. We relaxed, because everyone in life deserves to just relax and take a break, and nothing really matters at all besides being happy and having a positive mindset, because life is nothing without experiences and happiness and being around the people you love, experiencing things with the people you love. And thank you so much for watching this, and hopefully it brought you some peace. Hope you all remember to just be grateful and be mindful and thoughtful of yourself and your life and others. And I'm guilty of this. I'm still working on it, but I know I can keep practicing it and keep trying for it every day if I remind myself this. Being grateful is the best form of growing and being positive, and gratitude and trying to grow and learn. So I'm kind of just going on now, but thank you so much for watching, guys. There's more to come of me, I promise. Thank you for keeping up. I love you so much, and have a beautiful day. Bye, guys.